Hello and welcome to Immigration Talk Show. I'm your host Sam and you're watching Daily Immigration News, where we bring you the latest updates on US immigration policies collected from authentic news sources. And now, let's get into the headlines. First up, US deports 117 Indian immigrants in second major operation, lands in Amritsar. US deports 119 immigrants to Panama amid Trump's immigration crackdown. SGPC condemns US for forcing Sikh deportees to remove turbans. Rise in Hindi-speaking Indian asylum seekers in the US. Trump administration fires immigration judges amid case backlog. Florida governor signs immigration crackdown bill amid political tensions. San Mateo protesters march 20 miles for immigration reform. Male ICE detainees to be housed in federal prisons, new plan revealed. So these were some of the headlines, and now let's get into the details. US deports 117 Indian immigrants in second major operation lands in Amritsar. A second batch of 117 Indian immigrants deported by the United States for entering the country illegally has arrived in Amritsar on Saturday night. Most of these individuals were from Punjab, along with others from Haryana, Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, and a few other states. This deportation follows an earlier flight on February 7, which returned 104 people. The flight landed at Amritsar airport late at night, sparking concerns from Punjab's chief minister, who is Bhagwant Singh Mann, and other political leaders as well. Chief Minister Mann voiced strong opposition to using Amritsar as the landing site for these deportations. He also emphasized that Amritsar, known for its religious significance, should not become a hub for such operations. Mann, along with other leaders, questioned why the deportations were focused on Punjab and raised concerns about the security implications of US military planes landing so close to India's border. Political figures across parties supported Mann, stating that it unfairly singles out the region. The deportees faced immense financial strain, many having sold property or taken loans to try to enter the US illegally. The state government has also promised support for the returnees and strict action against illegal travel agents. Punjab police recently made arrests linked to these agents, and Chief Minister Mann also assured that efforts would be made to help the deported individuals rebuild their lives. Next is US deports 119 immigrants to Panama amid Trump's immigration crackdown. The US deported 119 immigrants from countries like Afghanistan, Iran, China, and others to Panama as part of an intensified effort by the Trump administration. These immigrants were flown from California to Panama City, where they are being housed before being transferred to their home countries. Panama has also agreed to accept these immigrants temporarily. That is similar to arrangements made with El Salvador and Guatemala. The deportees will eventually be sent to their countries of origin on US-funded flights. This is part of a larger effort to handle immigration from nations that refuse to take back their citizens. SGPC condemns US for forcing Sikh deportees to remove turbans. The Shiromani Gurudwara Prabandhak Committee (SGPC) has criticized US authorities for allegedly making Sikh deportees remove their turbans during immigration procedures. Images of Sikh deportees without turbans circulated online, causing outrage. The SGPC swiftly provided turbans to the deportees at Amritsar airport. They condemned this action as an insult to their religious identity. The SGPC has urged the Indian government to take immediate action while also considering raising this issue with the US government. US authorities during the deportation process reportedly enforced strict security measures, including making Sikh detainees remove their turbans, citing concerns over safety. The deportees, mostly from Punjab, Haryana, and other Indian states, have shared their stories of mistreatment in US detention centers. While some deportees revealed they were not allowed to wear their turbans during the entire detention period, this sparking criticism of how the US handles such deportation. In response to the growing concerns, Indian political leaders, including Bikram Singh Majitia of Shiromani Akali Dal, condemned both US actions and the silence of the Punjab government on the issue. Meanwhile, the US continues its deportation policies as part of its crackdown on illegal immigrants, with further deportations expected in the coming days. The Indian Minister of External Affairs has also promised to take up the matter to ensure Sikh deportees are treated respectfully. Rise in Hindi-speaking Indian asylum seekers in the US. Over the years, the number of Indians seeking asylum in the United States has grown significantly. For a long time, most of these asylum seekers were Punjabi speakers, making up about 66% of the total asylum cases from 2001 to 2022. However, from 2017 to 2022, there has been 30% increase in their numbers. This shift shows that more people from Hindi-speaking regions of India are now trying to settle in the US, as compared to earlier when most asylum seekers came from Punjab and nearby areas. The US has seen a surge in Indian asylum cases in general, with an eightfold increase between 2020 and 2023. Additionally, the reasons for migration are largely tied to economic factors. Many Indian asylum seekers come from regions where people face financial struggles, especially in Punjab. As the US continues to adjust its immigration rules, the number of asylum seekers is likely to keep rising. Trump administration fires immigration judges amid case backlog. The Trump administration has fired several immigration judges as part of efforts to reduce government staff. This decision affected 5 assistant chief immigration judges and the entire December class of new judges who were not yet sworn in. In total, 20 judges were dismissed, according to the reports. The firings come at a time when the country's immigration courts are dealing with a backlog of 3.7 million cases. Well, it's unclear whether these judges will be replaced as President Trump pushes to speed up the deportation process for the undocumented immigrants. Judge Carrie E. Dowell, one of those dismissed, shared her concerns on LinkedIn criticizing the decision. She noted that the Department of Justice has recently asked Congress for more funding to hire staff, but is now firing those already working. The Executive Office for Immigration Review, which oversees the courts, has not yet responded to the situation. San Mateo protesters marched 20 miles for immigration reform. In San Mateo, California, a group of protesters marched more than 20 miles to demand changes to immigration law. The march, organized by Rights Over Borders, started at San Mateo City Hall and ended in Daly City. Over 100 people participated, calling for updates to the immigration registry, which hasn't been changed in nearly 40 years. Organizer Vivian Andrea Valdez said they were marching to support their immigrant community, many of whom are afraid to speak out. Another organizer, Jenna Lee Carino, explained that they want the registry date to be updated so more immigrants can apply for green cards. This protest is part of larger movement sparked by President Donald Trump's strict immigration policy. And some counter-protesters also supporting Trump showed up, but the event remained peacefully. Florida governor signs immigration crackdown bill amid political tensions. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has signed a new immigration bill into law, marking another step in the state's crackdown on illegal immigration. The bill, passed after a third special legislative session in just 3 weeks, was a compromise between the governor and the lawmakers. However, Governor DeSantis did not get everything he wanted from the agreement. Republican State Representative Juan Carlos Porras from Miami-Dade County and Senate Minority Leader Jason Pizzo, a Democrat, shared their views on the bill's impact. While Republicans support the tougher immigration measures, Democrats argue the law will deepen divisions. The debate is expected to intensify as the regular legislative session opens next month. This bill is part of Florida's broader effort to address illegal immigration, but disagreements between the governor and legislators may lead to more political friction ahead. Male ICE detainees to be housed in federal prisons, new plan revealed. Male detainees held by Immigration and Custom Enforcement will now be housed in federal prisons, according to a new agreement between ICE and the Federal Bureau of Prisons, BOP. The prisons that will hold the detainees are located in Miami, Philadelphia, Atlanta, Leavenworth, and Burley, also in New Hampshire. Female detainees, however, will not be housed in federal prisons under this agreement. ICE officers will be present at each facility, but the BOP will have the final say on who can be placed in these prisons. This move is part of President Donald Trump's plan to toughen immigration policies since taking office last month. The administration has even used Guantanamo Bay in Cuba to manage the rising number of detained migrants. So these were some of the latest updates on US immigration policies. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Immigration Talk Show. See you next time.